This video will show you how to replace the headlamp switch assembly on a GMC Sierra 2500. This will be located along the driver's side of your dash. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. To remove the headlamp switch from the area, we're going to dislodge this entire trim panel. Keep in mind, as we start pulling this away, you are going to have wiring harnesses along the backside. This job can easily be done with two basic tools. We're going to be using a plastic trim tool, and if you need to, you can also use a flat blade screwdriver. So we're using our plastic trim tool because we don't want to cause any damage to the plastic. Typically, you can find an area along the trim panel and the dash, make your way in between, and then we're going to gently pry it apart. There we are. Now along the bottom of this panel, you're going to find it has a small lip that makes its way along the inboard side of this plastic panel. We're just going to carefully lift this up and pull it away. There we are. There's our lip. Now as we look along the back side of our headlamp switch, you're going to find that you have one electrical connector. It has a locking tab. I'm pressing it with my pocket screwdriver. You can also do it by hand. Go ahead and disconnect that. Of course, a quick inspection for corrosion. I don't see any there. Let's continue on. Now to remove the switch, you're going to find you have three locking tabs. We have one over here. The other two are on the far side. I like to start with the area that has two locking tabs. I'm going to apply pressure on it, and then we'll continue on to the last. We'll be fully rolling this out of position. Now we can see our two locking tabs on the far side. As you start prying those away, you want to press on the other side of the headlamp switch. I'm trying to press this away so the locking tab will not fall back into the locked position. We do have movement from those two locking clips. Let's go ahead and do the same for the other locking clip on the far side. This one can be difficult to get your screwdriver in between. There it is, friend. Prior to installation of any brand new part, of course, we need to make sure we clean and inspect our mounting area. For this, we have the back side of our trim panel. We need to make sure all the areas where our locking tabs will sit are in good usable order. If anything's broken, you're going to have to replace the unit. For this, I'm just going to give it a quick wipe. There really isn't too much to do here. Just double check to make sure nothing's broken. Now it's time for installation of the brand new headlamp switch. As we bring this into position, let's make sure we align it properly. Now, if you were looking at the panel itself, you can tell that we do have a rectangular port and a circular port. If you were looking at the switch, you really can't mix it up. I have my circular port lined up. Let's go ahead and press it in. We're listening for an audible click. There we are. A thorough inspection along each one of those three locking clips to confirm it's properly seated. We'll even give it a wiggle. That does not move. This is what we're looking for. Let's continue on to our electrical connector next. We're bringing the panel close enough to align this. Press that electrical connector into the back of the switch. Of course, we're giving that a wiggle as well. Now, as we bring the panel into place, you remember that I told you the bottom of the panel has a small ridge. That ridge is going to go up and over this area. Then we'll continue on rolling this into position. As you bring it in, pay attention to this area. It may need to be flexed into the proper positioning. Let's just be careful not to break anything. There we are. Now, prior to fully pressing it in, I just want to make sure I'm aligned properly here. This looks good, so let's press it in. Double check all the way around to make sure you're completely seated. There we are. This is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, friend, we finished the installation of our headlamp switch. The next thing you need to do is put the key in the on position and test the functionality. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.